European consumer culture, to much extent, has been infected by the American and Dubai standards of looking wealthy, buying depreciating assets such as cars, clothes, to show and prove some stranger that we are rich. Actually, wealth is quiet. We are auditing today what it takes to be truly wealthy and not simply looking rich, following Japanese culture, idioms, and learnings that can be applied to your European standards of living. Let's get to it. Hello, fellow wealth seekers! Some years ago, my partner and I went to Japan and we completely fell in love with the architecture, the culture, the food, the people. It is fantastic. I can only recommend it to everybody. And this inspired, actually, this small video to reflect on what we can take from their very wise and ancient culture into our daily living and spending. Number one is Kakeibo. That means household financial ledger. If you rely on a passive banking app that automatically categorizes your spending, and sometimes in a very sloppy way, let me say, you don't feel the friction of the capital leaving your account and being spent on something that potentially is not very fruitful. If you track your expenses manually, you will feel that friction and you will understand what it means to lose, spend, not invest all of those into costs that you might want to go and revise. Try that every Sunday. Habit number two is Mottainai. That means zero waste or a regret towards waste. I mean that because in Europe we have been trained to consume fast, replace things extremely quickly, and drawn to fast fashion items, particularly how the retail market has been evolving over the past years. In here, I would like everybody to train over the concept of cost per wear. Whether it is a furniture piece for your apartment or a jacket, go for durable, high quality things. A 200 euro coat worn 400 times is mathematically cheaper than a 40 euro coat worn 10 or 20 times. Third is Danshari. That means the execution of minimalism, refusing, disposing, decluttering, separating something unused from your life. Clear your space, fund your future. Have a look at your unused tech or clothes and sell them on the secondary market, Vinted, Kleinanzeigen in Germany. This will directly fund your ETF brokerage account or an investment that you really wanted to make, perhaps even the future deposit for your future home. Fourth, and if you're gonna take one of those with you today, let it be this one, Shikata Ga Nai. This means it cannot be helped. You should not focus on what you cannot control, but what is within your sphere of influence. Forget the central banks, inflation rates, geopolitical conflicts that literally you cannot even have a say on. Focus on your savings rate. Direct your energy towards what you can do to upskill yourself and what you can do to improve your savings rate every single day, relentlessly executing towards your number and your plan. Do not spend too much time on the macroeconomic environment. Focus on the micro. Focus on yourself. Don't complain about the rain, as we Italians always do. Start building an umbrella instead. That is the one mindset shift everybody should be focusing on. Last, Kaizen, continuous improvement. Applied to your specific situation, this means compounding, investing into methodical, tiny steps each day. Increase your ETF contribution by 20 euros each month. Cut one recurring expense. Look at a finance book or listen to a podcast for 10 minutes today. Cut one thing that is in between you and success. Or even negotiate a slightly better contract. Focus on one tax deduction this year. All of those compounded over 10 years have a staggering effect. And this is exactly what quiet wealth is. Boring, methodical, but relentless. You see, I read a lot of books from Japanese authors and I am fascinated by their philosophy. But this is really a good summary of what I wanted to bring over to you. If there is a bonus tip that I can give you, read Ikigai, basically a purpose-driven life. It is extremely eye-opening on what it truly means to fulfill your days. Not necessarily work or no work, retire early and the FIRE movement. Have a look, it's very deep. Audit your finances today. Focus on what really matters to purchasing, to compounding, to self-improvement. And neglect the noise. Quiet wealth is not loud salaries. I hope this was helpful. Until the next session, European Wealth Lab out.